Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're looking into a case that blurs the line between reality and something much darker. It started with a teenager bouncing a basketball in his family's basement, and ended with unexplained injuries, psychological collapse, and what some believe was a genuine case of demonic torment. On January 3, 2009, 16-year-old Devin Marks went down to the basement of his family home in Crestwood, New Jersey. It was a routine evening. He often went down there to blow off steam, just him, a basketball, and an old metal hoop bolted to a support beam. But something was different that night. According to his younger sister, Allie, Devin came back upstairs after only 10 minutes. His face was pale, his pupils dilated, and he looked like he'd seen something. When she asked what was wrong, he didn't answer. He just said, "Don't go down there." That same night, the family began hearing strange noises coming from the basement, specifically what sounded like a basketball being bounced on concrete. But when Devin's father checked, the lights wouldn't turn on, and the basement was empty. The basketball was in the corner still, untouched. Over the next week, Devin's behavior changed dramatically. He stopped eating meals with his family. He barely spoke. At school, his teachers reported that he seemed distracted, often staring at corners or doorways like he was waiting for something. He started writing in a notebook pages of random symbols and lines of text that made no sense. One page just read, "It's in the walls. It's under the floor." I woke it up. On January 12th, things escalated. Devin began waking up with bruises across his back and shoulders. His parents assumed it was sleepwalking, maybe he was falling or hitting furniture, but there was no evidence. No thuds in the night, no broken objects, the bruises just kept appearing. After a particularly violent outburst where and screamed at his reflection in the bathroom mirror for nearly 5 minutes, his mother called in a psychiatrist. But after 2 sessions, the psychiatrist told them bluntly, "Something else is going on here. This is beyond me." Desperate, the family reached out to Father Jerome Nash, a retired priest known for dealing with non-traditional cases. He came to the house on February 6th. What he documented in his personal notes is disturbing. He claimed the basement had an oppressive presence, that the moment he stepped inside, he felt a deep pressure in his chest. On the floor, he found faint chalk markings, interlocking circles, symbols, and what looked like a distorted version of a pentagram. The family insisted they'd never seen them before. When Father Nash began a prayer ritual, Devin, who was upstairs at the time, collapsed to the floor and began convulsing. He screamed the same phrase over and over, "I didn't mean to call it. I just bounced the ball." He was rushed to the hospital. Doctors couldn't find anything physically wrong. No seizure history, no neurological explanation. 6 days later, Devin was found unconscious at the bottom of the basement stairs. He was lying next to the basketball, which was completely deflated, despite no holes or punctures. He spent 3 days in a coma. When he woke up, he had no memory of the past month, not of the markings, not of the screams, not even of going into the basement. The family moved out of the house less than a month later. The home sat vacant for nearly 5 years. Locals still whisper about it. Some say the new owners gutted the entire basement and had it sealed. Others claim the noises started again, not long after they moved in. No charges were filed. No criminal investigation was ever launched. But to this day, one detail has stuck with those close to the case. Devin never picked up a basketball again. Some stories leave scars even when there's no evidence left behind. Was this a case of psychological breakdown, shared delusion, or something far more sinister? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're into unsettling cases that go beyond the ordinary, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and don't go into the basement.